It's Madden.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
7-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken. Slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you look at this defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Fighting his way through contact. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, Richards. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game.
Here he goes, right side.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Dragons open the lead up to 34-0.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Get them some...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Dragons have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable.
And the Dragons extend their lead yet again.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A little juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 15 yards.
And the Dragons have got it on cruise control.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Sentinels nothing.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
64. Sentinels nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Sheds off the tackle. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Dragons just continue to roll. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play.
70 yards. And the Dragons are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Sentinels nothing.
The kickoff team on the...
It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dragons.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards to the house.
And the Dragons extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Sentinels nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons have got it on cruise.
The kicker on for the play.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. And I think the ball's out.
Well, and one of the linebackers has got it.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you...
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The final shot before break. Richards, that's caught, and he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
2nd and 3. And he loses the football the second time. Oh, look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
And he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, good move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Sentinels are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
And he's free going down the left side.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On second down, they'll run it here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Bioski.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Dragons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Sentinels are able to at least get one score back.
This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch. To the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real.
There he goes left side. There he goes again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And oh, he coughed it up.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Dragons are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again.
And the Dragons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 20. Another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by